We all know the feeling, it's busy and you need to find a spot with your car. Only to see something that just absolutely baffles you. Like this person. Great. As you can see, reserved, but not for the person who's parked here on 2 spots. They left a little note. And rightly so, because this is not a mistake. Like, you can be a little bit over the line because you just didn't park so well. It can happen to the best of us, but this is a choice. You chose to park this bad. And we are looking at many such cases here today on Reddit. The subreddit is in the description if you want to see this yourself. But we are gonna look at it together. And we're gonna have great fun complaining about people, because there's nothing more fun than complaining about people and stuff. We can all try and spread positivity, and we should, but sometimes it's just nice to be mad at stuff. Now, this is not as bad because at least they're not taking up spaces where other people should be able to park, but this is still like typical BMW convertible behavior. I'm not surprised at all at the model of car this is. And there may be an excuse. Like, hey, we just need to stand still and I gotta do something on my phone, okay, because I don't want to do it while driving. Then it's actually not bad. That's a good reason, right? You don't want to text and drive, so do it while you're standing still. But I don't see anyone, I'm zooming in, I don't see anyone in front of the steering wheel, which means that they got out. There is a passenger though, but like what's he gonna do, right? He's not the driver. And we got this lovely thing going on over here. Hogging a spot at Golden Gardens during one of the busiest days of the year so far. I don't know what the Golden Gardens are, but I'm assuming it's some sort of beach nature thing, which is nice. But like, you're completely hogging a spot. Couldn't you? Okay, here it comes. Couldn't you reverse into the spot and then you do the thing with the shadow, right? As you can see, the shadow extends to the back of the car, so you could sit on the sidewalk maybe. It would still be kind of in the way, but people could just walk around you and someone could still park next to you. Now nobody can park next to you because you want to be. What is he doing? Like, you're not a vibe, bro. You're not being a vibe. You're just being annoying. I asked him to move, and he said I was the 4th woman to ask and how I should have planned better. I posted a video to Mildly Infuriating where other Reddit users recognized him from a post he made showing off his mobile office. Multiple people who interacted with him found the video I shared and posted their experience with him. He made a statement where he doubled down on his action and that we don't know him or the reason he did this, but refused to offer any context. The thing is, I want to roast this guy, right? But his sheer boldness and I don't give a damn attitude actually really inspire me. You know what? You're right. You're a king for just doing what you want. Big nuts and big penis. He just does it. And you have a problem with that, you can go away. I'm just saying, he shouldn't do it, right? But you gotta respect it at least a little bit. So you know how we looked at that one person that took up 2 spots? How about this one? 4 spots. Kinda. I don't know if this one, where my cursor is, counts. But like at least 3. For sure. And that again, this is not a silly mistake where maybe you're a little off to the side or maybe a little bit too far back, you know. And here's a little tip. Just throw a look at your car. It's kind of positioned in a butthole way. Let me adjust it real quick. And you get in and you fix it. And then you can move on with your life. This is a deliberate choice at Asda, whatever that shop may be. I'm not American, in case you didn't know. It's also not even a car where I would expect it from. This is like a regular, normal car. Like, it's not a BMW or a, I don't know, lifted truck or something. No, it's just a normal car. You don't have the right. Like nobody has the right, but at least with a lifted truck, you're like, yeah, okay, I expected this. But with a red Opel, regular one, I have kids. Park too close and they'll ding your crap. The irony is not lost on me. Texas doesn't surprise me at all, but the thing is, this could be a mistake, right? But like I said, throw a look at your car and then adjust it if it's parked bad. But like, this could happen. Like, this is not egregious. This is just an honest mistake. Hopefully. We're hoping that it's an honest mistake. They could have just done it on purpose, but why would you? Look, this is what we expect, okay? Is this person actually parked? Why can't I zoom in? I'm struggling. I don't think there's anyone behind the steering wheel, because I don't see any hands. I don't see an outline of a person or something. No way. Right? Nobody actually just parked. It's a truck. I don't know. Does this count as lifted? I don't know. I'm not an expert because I don't have a truck. Nor am I American. But I'm just saying, right? I'm not surprised that if someone were to do it, it would be someone with a big truck. Again, it's a BMW. I kind of expect it, right? It's not that weird than with the red Opel. Do I even say that correctly? Is it an Opel? Opel? It's German, right? Opel. I wonder what you do. Like, you come back from whatever you were doing and you see this around your car. What do you think to yourself? Do you get mad? Like, screw these persons, I don't know, excuse number whatever. Or do you think like, okay, maybe I did park a little bad and this is kind of funny. Depends on the person, I guess. But I don't know how I would react. But I think I wouldn't park like this anyway. So, dude, Dating Insider. It's Dutch, but it says like, "Are you done with Tinder? These are the top 3 better alternatives." And we get this woman, right? No offense to her, even though it's probably AI, right? She looks like she wants to sell my kidneys on the black market. I'm just saying. She doesn't look like a very mentally sane person. Again, I mean no disrespect, but I genuinely get the feeling that I'm not safe. This is really bad. You can see the blue here. The title said it's a handicapped spot. You see a little blue dot here. That's because it is indeed a handicapped spot. But again, they have a truck, right? They have a pickup truck. They can do that. They can do stuff at a PetSmart. What are you getting at a PetSmart? Do you have like a dog fetish where you want some dog food because you're a dog? I shouldn't indulge them in it then. Just don't do this, okay? Whenever you do, just don't do that, and then you're doing something right. Because at least you're not doing something wrong. You know how that works? So as you can see, these are small car parking lots. We can see that this indeed is not a small car. And you can comment on how ugly it is. And I would agree with you. But that's not the point right now. Because what's worse is that there's free spots right here. Big free spot. And there's no car in it, which would mean, right, that anyone who has a bigger car, like the Cybertruck, could park there. You know how that kind of works. Like, it's not like they're charging as well. There's no charging whatever here, because then maybe I'd understand, even though it's still a dick move. You just did this just because. What I feel with the Cybertruck, I feel like they're as bad as people with regular trucks, but they want some sort of uniqueness or something, or they like the electric aspect, which I don't know why you would, but everybody to their own wills or whatever, right? But you're just as bad. I feel like I get the same vibes, but it looks kind of modernized, which isn't really good because I think it looks really ugly. But, you know, to each their own. But why do you have to behave like a truck owner? You don't have to do that, but they still do it. You're not obliged to do. If you buy a Tesla Cybertruck or a regular truck, you don't have to behave like the people who own trucks. That's not it. It's separate from each other. You don't have to do it like this. Like this, you don't have to do it. And I understand it's tough driving with a little thing on the back. It's not as easy as just the thing itself. Because, I mean, it's not even well parked anyway. If you look close, the wheel here, his rear right wheel is over the line anyway. So he's parked bad. Look at the angles here. You can see it even more clearly now. He's just very much over the line. This thing. How do you look at your parked vehicle and think like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it as it is. That's what I'm gonna do. Apparently this person was standing here on the middle of the sidewalk for 3 days. Look at it. That's so stupid. I gotta say, I don't think this looks cool at all. When you get a pickup, you need to get an older one. Like, not as super old, like in 80s, but like an early 2000s Toyota pickup truck, right? Because it's the ones that the terrorists use for a reason. Because it doesn't break. It's great. You gotta get one of those. Not this lift, because it looks weirdly thin, but you know it's not thin. But it looks like too small. Like a little too small. But you know it's not, but it just looks kind of out of... The proportions don't quite work. I just think it looks so weird. You see, there's a small butt. It's thin. It has a little butt. This one is great. Oh, you want to reach all the stuff in front of my car? Not happening. Sorry. The parking spots in the back there, too much effort. I'm not doing it all. I don't care about all that. There, right in front of the thing, is perfect. What do you do once you get inside and the worker sees how you parked, and they're like, yo, what are we doing? You go outside, you get in your car, and you park normally, right? Out of the way, and then I'll let you pay or whatever you want to do here. But no, we're not doing this. You go fix that first. How does someone get the idea that they can just do this? That this is normal? Again, this is a choice. This is not like a little bit over the line where maybe you, like, nobody parks perfectly all the time. This is a deliberate choice to park like this. And it is a pickup truck. I know it's not like it's a surprise, but I'm just saying. Alright, but that will do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I really like bad parking, honestly. This was great fun. If you'd like, I really appreciate it if you left a like, subscribed, and commented something. I don't know. Comment about how good you are at parking compared to these people, and then feel good about yourself. Then I'll heart the comment and I'll say, you're right, man. You're really good at parking. Or woman. We don't discriminate. Jesus Christ Lord, and let's get out of here.